Nothing worth having comes easy. That is the Taurus motto. And this D&D 5e build embodies it perfectly. Tauruses are known to be strong, dependable, and stubborn, and to me, that just screams defender. Unshakable, unmovable, and ready to hold the line where everybody else falters. With Sentinel and Interception and an aura that protects people from even the strongest of spells, Taurus doesn't just hold the line, it hurts people who try and break it. Let's break down this build. The Dungeons & Dragons lovers school community has kind of been popping off, and I've been really excited with all of you who have come and joined the community. To celebrate that, I added one of my favorite products that D&D Daily has ever produced. It's the Exorbitant Dream Casino. It's a modular casino that you can add into any world. It has a ton of built-in gambling games that your whole party can play together at the same time. For a lot of DMs, it just acts as an alternative new take on a tavern where you can go and gather with your party and get quests. But for some DMs, they like to use it as a one-shot because this casino also is the site of a smuggling organization. It's over at our school community completely for free. All you have to do is talk to us and you'll gain access to it in no time. Hope to see you there. All right, so some of the things we want to hit with Taurus is, of course, being strong and dependable. We're going to get that with being a defender. What are some other things? Well, Taurus is known as the Bull, and it's an earth sign. So I went with the Oath of Ancients Paladin. So why Paladin? Well, Paladins are kind of inherently stubborn. They stubbornly hold to their oaths. And so they just kind of were a natural fit. And then you have the Oath of Ancients Paladin, which kind of plays into the earth sign that Taurus is. So now not only are we protecting, but we're protecting with vines and cool things that kind of speak earth sign. As for our lineage, I had to go Minotaur, and I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. For our background, we had two options because we needed specific stats. We got Entertainer and we got Noble. Out of those two, I felt like Entertainer was more Taurus than Noble, but that's just me, do whatever you want. Honestly, not thrilled with either of those backgrounds. I feel like Guard would have been best, but the stats didn't work out. As for our stats, we're going point by. We're gonna be taking 15 points in strength with a +1 from our background. Dexterity is one of our dumb stats, we're putting 8 into that. Constitution 14, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 12, and Charisma 14 +2 for a total of 16. As for the level by level breakdown, I just stayed in Oath of Ancients Paladin for the whole time. I'm only going to be going to level 11 for this build, but I would continue to stay in Oath of Ancients if I were to take it to 20 anyways. Level 1, I'm picking up Intimidation and Insight. Both of those felt like big Bull's features. We got Lay on Hands, which we can use to heal our allies or to heal ourselves if we've done a lot of tanking for the team. With our weapon mastery, the most important one is going to be Spear. It's going to have Sap. Naturally, it's going to make the whole team more tanky just because we're going to make it so people are attacking us at disadvantage a lot more often. We also get spells at this level. The ones that stood out to me are Bless, Thunderous Smite, and Wrathful Smite. Wrathful Smite is inherently tanking, and Thunderous Smite is nice to control movement. Sometimes that helps with tank. Bless kind of plays into the fact that we support our allies. We're team-oriented. Minotaur is actually pretty nice here because it allows us to take the dash action at the very first turn. That way we can close distance with enemies if we wouldn't be able to otherwise, and then bonus action still get an attack in with our horns. That's kind of cool. Level 2, I went with the Interception Fighting style. I don't often take the Protector or Interception Fighting styles, but in this case, it fits too well. I prefer Interception over the Protector because Interception, you're always guaranteed to get some value out of it. Whereas with the Protector, sometimes you'll give them disadvantage and they'll hit anyways. And we're already giving disadvantage with Sap. We also get a free smite at this level, which is, it is what it is. Level 3, we're now Oath of the Ancients, and that's gonna do a couple different things for us. We're gonna get a Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath. This is a concentrationless AoE restrain. I would put it around 2nd level spells, so getting it at 3rd level is a really good time to get it. We're also gonna get Ensnaring Strike, which feels a lot like a smite. It does extra damage, has an effect tied to it. It's kind of the nature smite, and it's gonna be our favorite one. We also get Speak with Animals, which I'm gonna, of course, use to talk to cows. Level 4, I'm taking Sentinel, and I'm gonna take a strength buff. Sentinel is such a core feature for a defender. It just makes it so we're really, really sticky. Enemies that get close to us have a hard time getting away from us. On top of that, if someone who's right next to us is attacking an ally right next to us, we can reaction poke them with our spear. Now this is only if they hit them. So let's say somebody has multi-attack, they hit our ally, we poke them, and now they have sap applied to them again, so if they attack our ally again, they have disadvantage, potentially again if we already hit them beforehand. Note, this is the same trigger as interception, so we have to choose between the two. And it really comes down to, are we going to get value out of that sap we deliver? If so, then probably go with the sentinel attack. If we don't, then probably go with interception. Level 5, we get extra attack, and we get our Faithful Steed. Faithful Steed is an ally, so everything we're doing with our allies, we can do with our steed. Also increases our mobility to be where we need to be to help who we need to help. Level 6 is Aura of Protection, which is probably the best feature in the entire game. It's going to give our whole squad, including our horse, really excellent saving throws. Now we have the ability to sap our enemies so attacks aren't great around us, and then we have the ability to make spells not great around us as well, so we're just really good at defending. Level 7, we get Aura of Warding. This is going to be a feature that is going to give us resistance to a couple key different damage types that is really hard to get resistance for most characters, and we give it to our whole squad. So it's either going to be doing absolutely nothing for us, or it's going to be incredibly powerful depending on the combat and the campaign. So situationally good, not always good. Level 8, we're going with the Polearm Master. Now this is going to give us another reaction. When somebody's getting close to us, we can reaction make an attack. One of my favorite things about this is as an enemy's approaching us and is clearly going to hit us, we can quickly stab them, and now they have disadvantage on the attack against us. So with that much competition, I decided to take away the interception fighting style because it's just rarely going to get used when we have Polearm Master and Sentinel. So from this point on, I took the dueling, because not only is it going to give us +2 every time we hit, Polearm Master is going to give us a third attack, which is going to stack dueling even more. This combo of Polearm Master plus shield plus the dueling fighting style is one of my favorites to do on Paladins. It's a lot of damage without sacrificing any defense. Really, really strong. Level 9, we get Abjure Foes. I would say this is about a 3rd level spell in strength. It's going to fear a bunch of enemies. Really, really strong, and it's perfect to pick up at this level because we're picking up 3rd level spells at this level. Not a ton of the 3rd level spells stood out to me, but Plant Growth really makes sense for this build. I like the control you can potentially get from it. Level 10, we get Aura of Courage. No more frightened condition for basically us and the whole party. These Paladins are just good for the whole party. We get level 11 with Radiant Strikes, which is better because we have Polearm Master, so we get a 3rd attack to stack this extra damage on top of. So we are dishing out the damage along with doing our defending thing. At this point, I feel like you get the gist of the idea. You're going to continue on along this path. Some notes is you want to make sure you max out your charisma next and then come back to strength. With Paladins, I like to do 18 strength, max out charisma, come back and finish off strength. 18 strength is good enough to deal good damage and hit pretty often, but you want to get charisma up as high as possible to really take advantage of Aura of Protection over anything else. The Zodiac series was inspired by the school community, so if you want to be part of deciding what other series to do in the future, go ahead and join that school community and come hang out with the crew. Hope to see you there. All right, that's it, my friends. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.